Hi, friend.
Hey, Birdie. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. If y'all could repost and share, we would appreciate it. I feel like it's so early.
It is very early for us.
It really is. Hey, sunshine. Y'all could tap the screen and share the live. We will get to repost it. So I think that TikTok must be glitching because I cannot see any guests to invite them. That's crazy. I did, Sunshine. I hope you did as well. Welcome in, y'all. Glitching. I don't know what's going on. I can't even download my live from yesterday. It won't give me the. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to put it on YouTube. I may just have to delete the app and reinstall it. Where is all the girls at? Hey, Lisa. Right, Birdie? They're always on me because I'm late and I was early today. Welcome in, y'all. Tap and share, please. We're going to talk about everybody's favorite. You know, the one that just sits there and doesn't say anything. Hey, Peekaboo, how are ya? I bet she is, Sunshine. I know you're not joking. Hey, Lisa Marie. Hey, Lisa Marie, how are you? Hey, Teresa Fig, how are you? I don't know if a lot of people still know her as Hype Queen Violet, or you guys may know her by her name now. She's changed it several times. I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, Fern. Hey, Amanda. I hope everybody had a good Friday. Hey, Big Moose, how are you? Hello, Autumn. My girls are super quiet tonight for some reason. Hey, beggars, how are you? Hey, Barb. Is Amber here? She needs to come up.
Maybe you need to put a ticket in to why, and I'll do the same thing for why I can't see the request, or, I mean, I can see the request, I just can't see the people in the chat.
Yeah, I can't either. I can see requests, but usually you have like the option to invite all these people, and it's not there. Hello, Cleavage. How are you?
Hello.
Hey, Raymer. Hello, Amber Victoria.
Hello.
Hey, Lola. Good afternoon, Jules. Well, it's evening for me, but... Hey, Bryce, how are you? Give it just a couple more minutes. Let all the mods get in here. I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Night Shift, how are you? Y'all are so quiet. I don't like it. I'm feeling so much better. Thank you for asking. Yeah, Cleavage, she's been like 2 years now. It's time. She's asking for $4,500. She's asking for $4,500 again. Hey, Melody Rose. Hey, puppy, how are you? Gifts? What do you mean? Did I forget to turn them off? Hey, Melissa. Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you, Fern. The gifts are on or off? Oh, good for you, Beckers.
They're on.
The gifts are on?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I think it's glitching because it's showing me that they're on, but I can't send one.
Oh,
So-
okay. Damn, TikTok gets on my nerves with all these glitches. Oh, good. Okay, then they're off. Perfect. Good, good. Thank you. All right, y'all. We're gonna talk about your favorite hype queen tonight, Miss Violet, Francis, whatever you want to call her. I'm a child of God. Brandon Hutton's angel. What other names has she had? Gosh, I can't even remember. Oh, your Monopoly property. I'm done. Seriously. Mods, there's no warnings tonight. Just mute people. No warnings, just, yeah, be done with it. Yeah, she definitely does, Jules. Monopoly property, that about took me out. Y'all be respectful, which we usually have a great crowd, so we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, Peekaboo does amazing videos on Violet. Hey, Jennifer. Just make sure you keep tapping and sharing. She does like to report stuff, so, you know, haters and TikTok. We do, beggars, we do. That spray tan. She forgot about her, oh, I see. Oh, that makes perfect sense then. Y'all don't forget to greet people when they come in. Mods. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Hey, New Mexico Nana. Oh, we lost Birdie. All right, Fallon, you ready, girl?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get the party started.
All right, well, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, we're going to talk about what she was known as Hype Queen Violet. Tonight is going to take a lot of participation in the chat because everyone's going to remember their own certain name. There's going to be Hype Queen Violet. There's going to be Frances Violet. We called her Scammy Grammy. We're going to go down memory lane when she was begging for cars, but it wasn't going to be just any car. It was going to be that she deserved the car that she wanted, the car that she chose. While people are in the chat offering her free vehicles, she wanted the one that she wanted. We're going to go through and periodically, I think people that make videos on Violet, maybe somebody could shout out a specific icon that needs to be dropped in the chat, and when you see it, that is someone that specifically makes videos about Hype Queen, Scammy Grammy, Frances, I am a child of God. How does that sound, you guys?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, need to figure out what that emoji is, though.
Just put the little grandma emoji down there.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I have many of her videos about her because I've been covering her for over 2 years, or, you know, from her very first bag. So, you know, I've seen people actually come and use some of my videos about her.
Okay. And one of the reasons why the icon is going to be so important tonight is because there are people like Peekaboo and Tish Mingo and Sarhish and Checkmate, not to mention the many others that drop them. Everyone can remember Penny Fairy when he does his computer programs and he is on her ass, which we all love. So with all fails, you can go and see her history on his videos as well. Her enablers tonight, we can call out a few because there's one that is going to be seen by all of you because she is everywhere. Rose Wilson 143 is someone that is in basically the fly in the ointment. And we all know that Rose is just basically a super enabler who has no life. She's lonely and she needs to be in those boxes enabling. She knows it's wrong. She knows what they're doing is taking advantage of good, kind-hearted people, but she needs to be seen and she needs to be heard because she's very loud. Rose has been around a long time, almost as long as Scammy Grammy and Beth Osborne and Carrie Walls and all the others that she enables. If there's something that we missed tonight that you want to remind the chat about, please let us know so we can talk about it. There is a Reddit that was last updated 2 years ago. So we are coming to the community to ask you guys, is there another Reddit that we can direct everyone to? Or maybe if that Reddit is still as active as it needs to be, turn it into a place, a hub where more information can funnel through. Because I find it hard to believe, and the team was talking earlier today, that as much BS that Frances, Scammy Grammy, Hype Queen Violet, I Am a Queen of God puts out with hurting so many people, I find it hard to believe that her Reddit's not popping off again. Peekaboo, do you know if her Reddit, the one that Scammy Grammy, is where we should send people to start posting things that they see and their opinions and their observations, or is there another one? That's right, Scam Opera. The first one was bananaed because she kept calling us haters, TikTok and haters.
Yeah, I would think that that was probably the one that was mostly used and it went down. So I don't think that anybody's ever actually kept one going for her.
Well, hopefully there can just be a resurgence on Scammy Grammy Reddit. TikTok, Scammy, Grammy, Reddit. The last one was updated 2 years ago. If there's a resurgence, that's great. You can message the moderator that's there, that it's just Suba. And she may, if you're actively in on Scammy Grammy and you're updated and you present facts, email her and see if there's something that you can help with so we can get this thing popping back again.
Yes, because she is back at it again.
Yes. I'm getting a call. Crap. I'll be back.
All right. Do y'all remember her very first bag that she had? It was for $7,500 for a vehicle. Many people offered her vehicles, even a minivan, and she turned every one of them down and told people that they were not, Scammy Grammy snark. Perfect. Can you get a screenshot of that and send it? Do you have Instagram? She told people that she did not want anybody picking her vehicle. She was going to pick it herself. A little bit later on, when she was not getting very much money, somebody started making decals for her to, I guess, for a donation. You got a decal for $10 for, I don't even remember what they were about. Maybe mental health? Does anybody remember?
It was her old mod that offered to do that for her. And she made them, she mailed them out to each person that donated $10. She did all the work.
Yeah, while she sat there and sourly stared at the camera and told everybody that if we all worked together, we could do it. That was her line. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, Jennifer. Mental health. Yes. She raised quite a bit of money with that. Does anybody remember how much she raised? So, Cindy, that's a great thing with all that time. So that's what the constant thing was in her chat, is that she could work. But she constantly said that her mental health was too bad to work and that TikTok helped her mental health. Oh, I think she's actually asked for 3 vehicles, if I'm correct. The transmission, and she had engine problems actually on the SUV and came back and asked for more money. I believe that was around $2,000. she did say she DoorDashed, but she was on live in her vehicle every single day. Yeah, the perimenopause. Absolutely. She then raised that money. She also had scammed a church out of money to get her vehicle fixed. And then still came online and begged for money. Yes, a washer and dryer also. She did a weekend-long no bullying event where she stayed up for between 48 and 72 hours asking for money for no bullying to donate. And then in turn kept all that money. Yeah, she's bought new outfits. Her last recent beg was for $4,500 for her divorce to get her alimony. And then she got $640 of that. That GoFundMe is actually back up and she's using it again. It's the same GoFundMe. She took that money off because she had sent out the automated emails that GoFundMe sends out because she didn't reach her goal. And she said that all the people told her she could keep the money, so she used that money to, she said, pay her rent. But as you all know, she got her hair done and she got new clothes and she went and had dinner out. She got new shoes. And then, not that long ago, she actually had went on a vacation to Florida. Hello, Hazel girl, how are you? Oh, really? I don't really pay much attention to her mods. I don't really know anything about that. And when Fallon gets back, she'll touch on that. She does. She's went to Florida twice. Hello, Josie. She likes to cry on, cue quite a bit so she can get, all that sympathy. Yeah, she says they paid for it. I don't really know. It's just crazy how she always has the money to do the things she wants, but not to pay her bills. And I do believe that her GoFundMe now is not just $4,500, it's $5,500. So I'm not quite understanding why her GoFundMe is $5,500 when she said that she only needed $4,500 for the lawyer. Oh, does she cleavage? Yeah, she did say that, Jules, but I don't have any proof that that was actually what happened, so I don't know if I should speak on that. We all have our speculations though, right? Yeah, that's a great question, Peekaboo, because, her mods seem to fund everything else. I don't know why they can't help her with her gas money or, her lawyer.
Well, I like the way her GoFundMe, if you look at the first page of it, it's help me get alimony. It's not help me get a divorce, help me get out of this awful marriage, help me get away from this cheating man. It's help me get alimony. And that, forever. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
kids on it, but it's not about helping her get out of the situation she's in. It's to help me get money, and it's very telling about her mindset, the way that she worded that, if y'all all look at that carefully.
Yeah, she's definitely all about the money. I mean, that's all she ever thinks about, talks about. It's always comes down to just money. I'm not even convinced that she actually has her apartment anymore. I don't want to say for sure, not because I really don't know, but she hasn't went live from her own apartment in a long time. I don't know if anybody's noticed that, but I do have a video of her saying that she paid her rent, so she wouldn't be homeless, but she's never seems to be in that apartment anymore. She stays with her daughter now. Yeah, I didn't think it looked the same though, Scam. It looked more white behind her, and I thought before the shelves were brown. I would have to go back through my videos, but I'm not quite sure. I have so many videos about her. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't think that her husband really wants anything to do with her anymore. I mean, I think that it came out last time that he had left her or went to his parents. I mean, we can't say 100% for certain because we don't know. But it was kind of odd that, he was there and then her story changed. I actually have a video on my page where I caught her mod. I don't know if you guys remember Sherry, her mod that made jewelry. Actually said that Violet was saying that he was in rehab for drinking, and her mod Sherry actually said that he was in rehab for narcotics. And I haven't seen Sherry around for a long time. I don't even think she's a mod anymore. Has anybody caught her over there?
No, I keep on having this problem because she keeps on blocking me. Not only is she watching like paint dry, but then she keeps on blocking me, so I haven't watched her in a little while. But I do remember one of her usernames used to be Brandon's Angel?
One of her, yes, Brandon Hutton's Angel.
But I think he's been cheating on her. I think he's tired of her shit.
Yeah, I think it's kind of odd that she still has pinned videos of him and her. She clearly just cannot let go of him. Shares the live, Jennifer. Yeah, that's what I've heard too, Night Shift. He moved on with his life and she just cannot let him go. I mean, at one point she was actually talking about him and her trying to get back together, and he blocked her on everything. She can't even text his phone now. She is obsessed with him. Obsessed.
Do you guys remember when she first came on the scene and she was begging for that initial card? the money that she needed, that 7,500. And she was relatively new to social media. And somebody got in her chat and was trolling her. And they were like, "Can you say happy birthday to Dixon my ass?" And the first name and the last name, Dixon my ass. And she said it with just the straightest face.
Yeah, that was
I
a little
lost it that
blooper.
day. I lost it that day.
She is something else. She is very entitled to everybody's money, and she doesn't care who it is. And she will absolutely do anything that she can do to get that money. Yes, Cindy, she is always focused on money. It's always about money. I mean, she has begged for thousands and thousands of dollars. And the crazy part is she usually gets quite a bit of money. She's starting to struggle a lot more getting money, which is great. She doesn't get nearly as many people in her lives as she used to get. Yes, she was on a TV program. I don't remember the name of it, but I do believe that Birdie had a clip of it. Are you playing clips tonight, Birdie, or are you recording? Okay, so she's recording. Yes, she was on Dr. Phil too. She said that was to better her family, to make her a better mother. I'm pretty sure it was probably because she got paid to be on those TV shows. Oh, I never even noticed that, Maria. That's crazy. Yes, it's always the Cash App. I'm waiting for her to say why the GoFundMe is so much, because of the amount that she needs is just not mathing, but scammer math is hard. What did Cindy say? I missed it. A double espresso. You're gonna be flying high, girl. She used to sit in her car night after night after night just drinking those Monster energy drinks. What are those, like $7 or $8 each?
Sometimes you can get them on sale, like 2 of them for $7.50, but they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, I've never bought one in my life, so I don't even know how much they are, but I could imagine that because she could save that money for gas or whatever.
Oh, most definitely. And always behind her, she would have like just shopping bags full of clothes just piled up in a pile. And I mean, I seriously think she's got a severe like shopping addiction. Like she feels so bad about herself that she thinks buying materialistic things is going to make her feel good.
Right. Birdie, could you grab that screenshot that we just got about her current Reddit, please? And thank you. That way y'all can go post over there and, keep up to date on all of her stuff, her shenanigans. Sunshine, do you watch her? I try to record her lives to put on YouTube for people to see, but I just really can't sit there and listen to all that. It's just, hi, Sunshine. Hi, New Mexico Nana. Hi, Lori. I mean, that's all it is until she's ready to talk about the money she needs. It's actually all on YouTube, Cindy, if you want to see it. We can also post it on TikTok if you guys would like. That's what it was, my dysfunctional family. I couldn't remember. This is the current Reddit, y'all. If you want to keep up to date or post anything in there, make sure you screenshot it so you know where to go. It looks like there's quite a few people that visit it, so. We just need Fallon to get back so she can talk about the enablers a little bit. Does anybody want to come up and talk about her? I was really hoping that Peekaboo would be able to come up, but she's at work, so. Matt has not been on since January 4th. Right, Birdie? Peekaboo has a lot of great videos on her. Peekaboo, can you comment so people can follow you? I think her staring at the camera opened up that. Oh my gosh. I cannot with you. There you are. Y'all see Peekaboo down there. Y'all should follow her. She does cover her pretty extensively. Oh, Josie, I hope you feel better. Hey, MAGA girl, how are you? We're just kind of waiting for Fallon to get back. She has the notebook. Perfect. Thank you guys for following her. I can't receive them since I'm live unless you have an Instagram. I can't deal with night shift videos. They seriously take me out every time. They're so funny. I don't know if y'all follow Night Shift 2.0, but he's got some really good videos too. Some of them are very comical. I don't have a notebook because I have a Fallon.
Yes, I'm present.
Thank goodness, girl.
I'm so sorry. The earlier work emergency has still bled over into the evening, so I'm still getting calls. My apologies.
No, it's fine.
So the new Reddit, Scammy Gray Snark, when I went over there to grab the screen grab, I didn't grab the whole thing, so thank you for finding the whole thing, Birdie. It is popping off. So I'm glad that we ask, because this is a depository of her GoFundMes, her emergencies, and I'm using air quotes, the many things that she said she begs, dry begs, and basically thinks she's entitled to. And I do want to take a minute to, if you guys would drop emoji so we can follow the people that are making videos. Scam Opera, Checkmate, Sir His, Peekaboo, Tish Mingo. I think I saw one on Melody Rose's page. Drop those emojis so you guys can tag her enablers. Her enablers are basically people who go in get scrolled in off of the FYB because people are liking the live because they feel sorry for that stone face that she's looking at the camera and staring into your soul and hoping that you will see this poor, pitiful, professional victim, Frances, needs your money. She's never wanted for anything in her life because the professional victim in her won't allow it. If I missed anybody's names that are making videos, please drop the emoji so you guys can follow each other and make sure that you're pumping those videos out.
I don't really have anything recent. I have more of her older stuff, so if you want to use any of that, it's on my page.
That's an important thing to point out. Whenever these videos are created and made, there is ample opportunity to take that and send it to someone that you've seen over there talking, you've seen someone liking the live, or you've seen someone engaging in curiosity, like, what do you need? How can I help? When she starts talking about all the things that she needs to make it somebody else's problems. For whatever reason, there is some type of epidemic where these people think that they can save someone who has already made up in their mind that they are going to save the people on the other side of these phones, looking into your soul and the other eye on the Cash App for you to send your money. I hope that everybody remembers the things that this one is begging for. These are not essential things in a life. The car that she wanted, the 3 cars that she wanted, she got from TikTok, the washer, the dryer, plumbing for her daughter. She wants alimony. Not that she needs to get out of a bad marriage and that she's in a domestic violence situation. She needs to get out now. Her and her babies need to get out. No, this is because she wants alimony because she feels what? Victimized. Professional victims. I tried to watch her, guys, and it's one thing that she has graduated to playing the gospel music in the background so she can use God for her money grab. But when she used to play Nickelback and all the bullies and the TikTok and haters, I almost wanted to throw my phone again because she uses this as a way to get into people's homes and their minds and say, she really needs my help. What she needs to do is get off her butt and go do something productive in society. And what needs to happen is her enablers need to read the room and see that she is not moved from that spot other than to flip her hair or put her lipstick on, whatever ugly shade it may be. I appreciate you guys more than ever when I watch the videos that you make and I'm looking in the comments and there is no body shaming. There is no disgusting comments, but it is the facts that she sits there with her RBF and she demands your money. That's not an opinion. You can look right in the screen and see what she's doing. Regardless if she had a filter on or she had a gingerbread man on or whatever, the inside of her heart and her soul is ugly because she doesn't give a damn about anybody but herself. She doesn't even give a shit about the people in her household, as seen on Dr. Phil and all the other TLC train wrecks to make money. So she comes from a history of, well, let me make a tragedy out of my life here for TikTok and make more money off of it. See, she was using her family back then and she's doing it now because, again, she can't hang with the rest of us because she doesn't take accountability for the things that she does because she thinks she's entitled to have everything handed to her. Ergo, the GoFundMe. And while we're on the subject of the GoFundMe, I think if you have not reported that GoFundMe, please rise up and everyone go over to GoFundMe. Scroll down, it will say report GoFundMe. You click the button for report. It will pull up a page where you type in why this is inappropriate. Are you a beneficiary? Are you a concerned viewer? Are you someone that's the actual beneficiary and it's not your name? Report it. when you go to the GoFundMe and you type in Frances Hutton, Huntton, and click search, it pulls it up. She's currently at $640 raised of the $5.5K that she wants, not needs. You scroll down past all of her explanation of why she's a professional victim and that she is owed this. You report the GoFundMe for fraud. If you have any trouble with this, reach out, or you can go to the Scammy Granny Snark, and the steps of how to report the GoFundMe are front and center. She doesn't have any intention on being friends with these people. She can talk about how she went to dinner with this friend and she sat on the phone and this person allowed her to spend Thanksgiving, Christmas with them. She's got her own family. How many of you here tonight or on the outside can say that you don't have someone that you can spend it with, but she does? She has a family that she can spend these holidays with, but she chooses to do it with people on the internet so she can use them for their money. Not only is she entitled, but she thinks she deserves your money. I've never, ever seen anybody more entitled than Frances Hutton, Scammy Grammy. There's a few that have come close, but not like this one.
Yeah, and don't forget that she's out, partying it up all weekend long. She goes out Friday nights, Saturday nights, and not that she says that, but she posts a video every time she goes out.
I couldn't even imagine how her enablers or her victims must have felt when she raised all this money for something and then she's making her next video or she's on her next live laying on a white beach of sand. And then has the audacity to come back on here and frown and say, I just don't know why he did this to me. Everyone's always so mean to me. They're just haters. TikTok and haters. Enablers even made a t-shirt for her. Haters. Anybody on the outside that's not in here and can't see that she is going out to dinner, she is shopping, she's getting her hair done, she's smiling in your faces when she can crack that smile, but it's fake as she is. Because if you can look at that and see that that's a genuine smile, you guys need more help than anything. And if you're on the outside and you're spying for Frances, just know that weeks from now, months from now, whenever she hasn't used up all your energy and your money, you're just going to be cast aside like everybody else. You're not going to save her. You're nobody to her. There are people out there that truly don't have family, don't have friends, don't have people that they can count on. She's got a house full of them. But she chooses to sit on TikTok and stare into the phone because she wants greenback money for what she wants. There's nobody making fun of her, cyberbullying her, because the truth isn't bullying. If she doesn't like her reflection, why the hell does she spend so many hours a day staring at it? Because there's people in the chat saying, oh, you poor thing. You deserve better. Why did he do that? You're so pretty. That's the reflection that she sees. That's why she's got her face all up in it. Because the reality of it is she's ugly on the inside, and the way she treats people will show you that her soul is black. There's no God in that. So when she goes in and she's playing that gospel music, it's a predetermined gospel song that's going to pull at heartstrings of people who are God-fearing. Nobody should be using God for money. If she's so godly, then why does she get off her butt and go volunteer in her local community? Why doesn't she go to an animal shelter and pet dogs who can't get out of their cages? Why doesn't she go sit and read to a child at the hospital? Why does she go pick up cans and gather that money and go take it to a child that's hungry and pay for their lunches that are delinquent? Because God will provide, right? But God only provides whenever it's their money from enablers to her professional victimism.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. She's probably one of the most selfish beggars I've ever actually seen on the app. It's all about her, always about her. All right, perfect. Tiffany, I will get them after the live. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we graduated from Nickelback's Bullies to gospel. And it's really hard. And I have to say that the people who are pumping out these videos to bring her to the forefront, thank you, because she's such a hard watch. She is, for somebody to sit there and just painfully try to crack a smile that is so fake, that boils my blood, but not because she's getting money. It's just because those people on the other end of that screen yearn for her to smile, because she's got that sour ass look on her face, and people pay her in gifts and money just so she'll crack a smile because it's painful to look at instead of scrolling on. Anybody that feels like she truly deserves your money, move her in with you. Move the whole family in. But remember, there were people offering her vehicles for free just to make her smile. She didn't want that. She wanted what she wanted, the SUV in which her friend was only going to hold on for another 2 weeks for her. And she had people feeling so bad for her. They were using their supplies, their money, their time, their shipping to create decals to send to her for her to hold up in the screen that say kindness matters, mental health matters. What about these mental health of these people that you don't give a damn about? What about that one lady? What was her name? Sherry.
Sherry Works Jewelry, I believe. I think she actually still follows me.
The way she was treated is, I feel sorry for her. She just truly wanted a friend because she didn't know that she could type Scammy Grammy's name, Hype Queen Violet, what was it, Hot Cakes at one point, up at the top of the TikTok search bar to find out what kind of fake person that Frances really is.
Yeah, and Sherry rode hard for her for a long time. Yes, hot cake syrup. Oh, I forgot about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, she's had so many screen names that it's hard to keep track.
We like to say the enablers' names, but it's all the same because Frances is all the same. She is no different than any of the beggars, scammer, and those exhibiting bad behavior, except for the fact that Frances feels like she deserves your money because she feels like the professional victim that she portrays should be funded for everything in her life. I mean, you can even go and type her name into the YouTube and find where she's on Dr. Phil or she's on that TLC show where she is basically, she needs a man. I think that's the very first thing I ever heard out of you guys whenever you had a live on her at one point. The very first thing I saw was she needs a man in her life to make everything okay. And when she doesn't have that, now she's replaced it with TikTok because the money comes in a lot faster, a lot quicker, and a lot easier because the professional victim, the people around her know when she comes, you just roll your eyes and you're like, oh my God. Everybody's got somebody like that in their life, at their work, at church, at their community hangout. When you see somebody come that's a professional victim, you're just like, ugh. You just roll your eyes and you're like, here she comes. That's what I see when I scroll past her lives. So I don't understand why enablers go in there and want to see her smile so damn bad. That GoFundMe needs to be reported for fraud. The steps are on Scammy, Grammy, Snark, Reddit. If you're unsure of some of the things that we're saying and you want to see it for yourself, because we always want you to know the proof and see it for yourself, type her name in at the top of the TikTok search bar. Go research her yourself and make up your own mind. We don't sit up here like talking heads to tell you don't do this and don't do that. We can give you best practices, but ultimately you have to do what you decide to do. If you're going to give her money, give her all of it. Don't give her $1, $2, just a smile. Give it all to her. So the next time she has a problem, she can come directly to you. She has used and abused so many friendships and so many people that at this point, everything that happens to her is her reflection, because the truth isn't bullying. It's a reflection of her bad attitude, the way she treats people, and her professional victimhood. So she can say we hate all day long. We hate your behavior. We don't hate you, Frances. I promise you, if I ever knew you in real life, though, I wouldn't want anything to do with you, because you're an energy vampire, because all you want it to do is take, and take. That's not the way friendship works. So if you want a true friend, go out there and find somebody that has less than you, and give of yourself, and you will reap so much more back. That's in the Bible. And I challenge you, if you'd open up your chat, to talk to your chat about the Lord, see what they've done in their lives, since you think that money makes everything okay. It doesn't. It's not going to buy you health. It's not going to buy you anything whenever you need to retire. It's not going to help any of your enablers whenever they try to retire and they have to get up and go to work every day. But you wouldn't know that, because sitting up on TikTok taking from other people seems to be something that you thrive off of, but you don't really need it, because the things that you want are all the things that you talk about. I'm glad that you don't have any type of sickness touched in your life, because if you did, you would know the value of $1, and you damn sure would know the value of friendship. I feel like that's what the enablers are looking for, but you're looking for in the wrong face of Frances if you're looking for friendship. I appreciate you guys always being one to message these enablers, tell them who she really is, and show them and turn the mirror back on her, showing them who she really is. Because what that fake facade is, that she's staring up in the screen with that pathetic look on her face, that's not her. Thank you for showing them who she really is. Report the GoFundMe. Repost, share out, and like as many videos as you can.
That's the demon coming out. I'm done. And remember, when she's not getting money and people try to go in there and warn people or tell them the truth, she always is quick to use the word bullying. So do what you have to do to keep her from getting more money and taking more advantage of people, because she's out of control. She's asked for thousands and thousands of dollars.
That screenshot that Birdie has up, she picked perfectly. She could see, of all the screenshots, this screenshot right here is the epitome of Frances Hunton. Scammy Grammy, hot cakes, I am a child of God. Give me your money because I deserve it. Nothing in your life is important as me. And she's going to keep coming on here until people like us continue to tell the truth about her and show these enablers that she's not put upon. She's not poor, pitiful me. She just can't take care of herself because she doesn't want to. She's never had the reflection report back on her to make her be accountable for what she's done in her life. There's no bullying. There's no cyber harassing. It's just a reflection. And damn that reflection. But it's not on her face. It's on everything that's about her because the inside is ugly and it's oozing out. You can't have an ugly heart and expect for people to constantly always not see through your bullshit. She's going to use anything she can. This is one of those that have been around for so long, and a lot of people hesitate to bring awareness to her because she's been around for so long. But why do you guys think she keeps changing her name? She keeps changing her name because she keeps getting caught up. People know who she is. They start posting about her. That's why those hashtags are important. When you start offering her resources, I did that. I saw that. They can't help me. Always excuses. Excuses for her are always going to be paramount to anything else except the entitlement. The entitlement is the top. So when you're messaging would-be enablers or people who want to help and support, or you've seen these constant people go in and click her like and push her out to the FYP, we'll get some people in here, we'll get some new people in for you. That's just bringing in more prey for her to victimize. She doesn't know how to handle kindness because she doesn't know how to exude kindness. There's people in this world that you meet who, when you meet them and you're like, hey, how are you? And they're like, hey, how are you? Oh my God, it's so good to see you. That's all fake. She can't even do that. She can't even exude that type of energy to do that, to make people like her. Instead, she goes straight to victimhood. Oh, well, I was having a good day, but somebody came in here and told me that I'm entitled to money. Or they think my husband leaving me is my karma. I'm not here to speak on your karma. None of us are. Whatever's happening with you, Francis, is you because you're controlled in your own life. The way you treat people is a reflection of you. And if everybody in your life is trying to walk away from you, maybe there's something you should look inside and see. But to take it out on people just because you want money on TikTok and you think you can treat people badly, you need to get on your knees and pray to the Lord that hopefully somebody will take some kind of pity on you and see who you really are and try to help you with your morality instead of your money. Invite any one of us to a box, Francis. I promise you that you won't be able to go Bible verse by Bible verse and actually bring some type of sense to it because you'll manipulate it to how you want to get you money. And that's not right. Beggars and scammers and those exhibiting bad behaviors on here are manipulating with exploiting animals, exploiting their children. You're just exploiting your entire life as a professional victim to pay for it. And that's just as wrong. Stop saying people are bullying you. It's just a reflection of you. That's how bad your behavior is. And most people don't like the reflection. But this picture that Birdie has up captured everything about Francis. She ruined Nickelback for me, so it's a good thing they went out with the tide.
Did you say she ruined Nickelback for you?
She did.
I'm done. Seriously, I cannot. You know, you just have to kind of read the room. She never comes on to just visit. Anytime that she needs money, she's on this app. And if she doesn't need money, then you don't see her at all. She'll make her little thirst trap videos and move on about her day. I'm sure she's getting ready for the club right now. I agree, Chels. It's pretty bad. Birdie, stop. I really didn't think that many people actually watched Frances, but I guess more people watch her than I thought.
She's a hard watch. Like, but it's the same old stuff over and over and over. And you don't even really have to know much about the Bible other than the fact that treat people the way that you want to be treated. If anybody did that to you, Frances, you would be on here crying about how you were treated so you could use that as your next professional victim card.
She is definitely a professional victim. It's always something, right? Even when she was begging for the $3,000 to fix her daughter's, I believe it was her plumbing, correct?
Yeah, it was the plumbing pipes.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't think that beg went on very long before she was found out. You can go over to our chat and tell her hotcakes, see how she responds to you.
I knew if there's anything that needs to be made fun of, it needed to be that she said she was Hype Queen Violet. What the hell is she hyping? I don't know how people sit in there and watch that. I just don't. Kudos.
Open up the club tonight.
Kudos to all of you that go in there and are recording and using her words, her reflection, because she's a hard watch.
I thought she was being ironic. I'm done, Alley Cat. Right, cleavage, I agree. I mean, I remember the first night I watched her and I was like, there's no possible way that you're asking for $7,500 for a vehicle. And especially when she said, if we all work together, we can do this. It completely blew my mind. And then she started selling stuff on the TikTok shop, or for the TikTok shop, I'm sorry. And she would just sit there quietly with that little massager on her neck. That took me out every time. Same, Cindy. Yes, I actually have quite a bit of that marathon bag on my page. Right, Cindy, no. So I do remember that scam. I do remember her having a GoFundMe for a dog. It was for a surgery, correct? That she never had for the animal. And I don't remember how much that was. Does anybody remember how much she wanted that time? I vaguely remember that. Oh, you've got it. Perfect. I'm gonna have to go to your page and watch it because I don't remember. $5,000? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I vaguely remember that one. I think that was actually the time when I left the app for like 6 months. Hey, Fighter, how are you? Oh, I hope your surgery goes well, Nana. I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, that's what it was. Thank you. I couldn't remember. There's been so much with her, and nothing has been just like a few dollars. It's always been thousands of dollars. Yeah, I thought so, Scam. What's all the hype about? About our queen, our hype queen. The one with the scoured look on her face. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was like, what, 2 years ago, I think, when she was doing the decals. Right, Cindy. It's the fact that, you know, when she smiles, it's so fake. It's not genuine at all. It is the fakest smile I've ever seen ever. I don't know. I don't know how people go in there and actually talk to her and keep a conversation going. She's got the driest personality I've ever seen.
She looks like every time she smiles, it looks like it's physically painful to her. It's just, it's diabolical. It's crazy.
Yeah, she constantly looks, yes, the blinking auburn. It's insane. And the way she chews her gum, like she's on a mission. The blinking is insane. That's Sunshine's favorite thing, though. He thinks that she's winking at him. Oh, we lost Val again. Her demon name? Yeah, I have never met or seen anybody with such a dry personality in my life. I don't know why she even comes on TikTok. She doesn't talk. She doesn't converse with anybody unless they're sending money or gifts. And the makeup lives have got to stop. Yeah, I believe so, Cindy. How you doing, Auburn? So she used to sit in her lives and just constantly twirl her hair. That's all she did the whole live. Does anybody want to come up and talk about her? Have anything to add? You're more than welcome. I'm doing well, Auburn. Thank you for asking. I'm not really sure if she says she works in a department store, so I would assume that she does. I would say that it's probably a part-time job though, for sure. I don't know that she's probably ever actually had like a full-time job. Much about the what? I'm sorry.
Please.
Oh. Oh, she still uses it. Yeah, I agree, Fighter. That's the main thing right there. She wants to play a victim. She wants people to send money. If we all work together, we can do this. You only watch her lives when you're trying to get hyped up, Auburn. Well, she's your girl then. Nothing says hype more than Hype Queen. She did. She said the gifts would help pay her bills. She is the Hype Queen, you're right. Nothing says hype more than this face right here. Yeah, so when she read that script, I was actually in her live, and I just didn't know if it was ever going to end. Was she a cheerleader in school? I'm done. Sunshine, get out of here. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that alimony works in her state. I don't really know how it works in any state. I would think that if she worked while they were married, I'm not sure that she could get alimony. Yeah, it was long for sure. You can hardly contain yourself. Well, when you're being hyped up so much, it's hard. I didn't think so either. I thought it was just like 5 years and they were together like, what, 10? Hyping and frightening all over the place. Oh my gosh. See, I'm not really sure because I thought that her divorce was final. So I'm not positive that she can go back and get alimony once it's finalized. I haven't actually seen all of the papers, but I do believe that there was papers circulating that it was completely finalized. So I thought that you could not get anything from the divorce once it's been finalized. I don't know that they can go back and do a continuance on that. She claims they took the divorce back the other night. What do you mean took it back? Hey, G-Unit. I mean, from what I'm understanding, she actually has already lost her apartment, so. It was approved. If the alimony was approved, I don't know, her story has changed so much. So she said that he didn't show up to court. And that's why it was continued the first time, correct? I just don't see a judge continuing a court appearance just because you don't have a lawyer yet. I just don't think that that's how it works. No takey backsies. Portia, I'm done. I don't know. I mean, has anybody actually been through that? I don't know much about alimony, how it works, how you get it, how it's even decided. Yes, fighter, absolutely. You could, request, please.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for coming up.
You're welcome. So with alimony, she would have to prove to the court that she didn't have no income for the time that they were married.
Okay.
But in my case, with me being out of work for 2.5 years and, through all my medical, I'm allowed to get alimony in my case, like in my state. So every state is different. But once it's finalized, they can't go back and redo it.
Okay, so once her divorce is settled, finalized, there's no going back and reestablishing like alimony, child support, anything like that, correct?
And alimony, yes, but child support is a totally different case.
Well, I mean, child support can be reconfigured, but
Yes.
it's not going to be that reconfigured that soon after a divorce.
No.
Yeah, so that's how I thought it worked too. I was pretty sure once it was finalized.
Yeah, like in just like Scammy said in North Carolina, you can't get it unless you're a dependent spouse and have kids. So like it depends on each state. Each state is different though.
I guess I'm gonna have to look in more into this. Yeah, because I would think that. I mean, he couldn't have made, that much money if he was not even there most of the time,
Right.
I mean, she has to establish that he was there providing and that he paid for everything in the apartment and he wasn't even there most of the time.
Correct. See, and like in my case, most what I'm going through, so I'm not gonna put it all out there, but once my stuff is finalized, then he will have to pay alimony. We tried to get him to cover the insurance, but they won't do that here.
So in your state, like you're in your situation, is there like a time limit? Like how long do you have to be married, or does that matter?
In some states, you have to be married more than 5 years to get anything. But also in some other states, I know like Colorado and like the Western states, you can be married 2 to 3 years and then get it, but it goes off of their percentage of the income.
Okay.
See, like in my case, I would be his second soon to be ex-wife. His first one, they have a kid together. So that will go back off of his income plus the child support that he has for his younger son.
Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking of how it went.
Right. And then, so I haven't been able to work since 2023. And then, with all my health problems, that's why they are going after alimony. Because we tried to get him to, keep me on the insurance, but in some states you can stay on the insurance, but it's up to each state, but they won't do it here though.
Okay. So that's crazy to me that she's actually just wanting alimony. She had also said something about, getting him to pay the bills for the house, like whatever the bills were he had to cover.
So, in my understanding, okay, so the only way that they could do that, from my understanding, is if she had, like, say if they're still married and they're going through the process, and if she puts order protection out on him, then he would have to cover the bills that is in his name until the divorce is finalized.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I mean, it kind of does.
Yeah.
So my sister got a divorce and she was a stay-at-home mom. She didn't ask for alimony. She just asked that he pays like the house payment for the remainder of the time, until the house is paid off. And she was granted that.
Hey, checkmate. I'm going to say, hey, Mega Girl. So it's federal, but in some states you can still stay on it. It depends on the insurance company, because at the time when he was working at the previous company, they had a different state insurance than where we were at, and they were going to allow it, but he doesn't work for that company no more. I'm sorry, checkmate. I just had to say that really quick.
You're absolutely fine.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to, make sense of her, her beg that she's doing right now, because it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I haven't watched her in, God, probably over a year. So, it just, I really don't care for her because of of everything else that's going on this app, but I've heard her, say some derogatory stuff. And see, Make a Girl, I was going to, my lawyer was going to try, but since I'm going through cancer, for the treatments, that's what we were going to have him do, is just keep me on his insurance after the divorce. But, we went a different route there. So
somebody just sent me some receipts about, if you're wanting alimony, it has to be put in the divorce before the divorce is finalized.
Correct.
So is she making all this up? Do we know for sure that her divorce is finalized? Is Peekaboo still in here?
So, and then say with mine, I do have a lawyer, for it. So what they'll do is we'll present to the judge of what I want. And then, so my lawyer will tell the judge of what my wants are, and then his lawyer too. But, because you can have, I can go after him for him to pay my lawyer fees and, and all that stuff, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to fight. I want a clean slate from this man. You know what I mean?
Right. I completely agree.
Yes. So Auburn, yes. If she doesn't show up, they will move without her.
So to my understanding, though, she's actually shown up and he didn't show up. But Peekaboo, do we know for sure, is the divorce finalized? Is there... I don't know. I've seen documents, but I'm not sure. They don't have any assets together. They have no kids together. It should have been very cut and dry.
Correct. It should be. So for I don't know if she has kids together, but whatnot, but there's probably a simple divorce, Scam Opera said, but in my case, it's a totally different, even though we don't have no kids together, but it's kind of totally different. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because in her case, because they have no assets, they have no property, they have no children, she is able to have the kind of divorce where you just go to the court system, get the paperwork, and you can do it all yourself. You don't even need a lawyer.
Correct.
And I just don't see a judge, keep continuing a case for alimony just because you don't have money for a lawyer.
The judge won't do that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think they're going to keep giving you chances because they're not going to keep drawing it out.
Correct. So say that for instance, say if I don't have a lawyer in my case, then, that's on me, but I'd have to like prove to the courts of like, like all the evidence I have, but but that's hard to do in my situation. That's why I have a lawyer to do mine, so I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Because I don't want to deal with that, and then plus, like all my cancer stuff. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I just don't, in my opinion, I don't believe that this money's actually for a lawyer. I just don't see him continuing. What is this, the second or third time?
really,
Yeah, that it's been continued. I believe that this is at least the second for sure. If anybody knows for sure, could you
that's
correct
crazy.
me?
Well, and my thing is this app was fun like 3-4 years ago, but now it's turning into like a beggar and like lying and scammers and whatnot. Where is their money tree that they're getting on the back end? Why can't they share it with us? You know what I mean? Of where the money tree is, like, if that makes sense.
Right, for sure.
I mean, that's me joking around, because it's BS. But I mean, if you're gonna like present something that's public knowledge, be truthful about it, because people will find the truth.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly, Auburn.
I really don't see a court system just keep continuing because you can't afford a lawyer.
They won't.
They're not going to drag it out for you. They're not going to drag it out for him. Already finalized. I'm not sure that she can go back in and, and it could be different in her state. Which state is she in? Does anybody remember? Is it Georgia?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but
I might have to look all that up because I'm not sure either. Okay, I thought it was Georgia. Thank you all so much. I just really don't think that it's, and especially since the GoFundMe has went from $4,500 up to $5,500. That's just a huge chunk of money.
Exactly.
For an uncontested divorce.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have the money to contest it.
See, and like, if you're knowledgeable to do that stuff, yeah, that's fine. You can represent yourself. But if you're not, yeah, like it's good to get like a lawyer or have one of the, legal services that can help you get a free lawyer or whatnot.
Right.
So, because there is, programs out there that will help you with your divorce where you don't have to pay nothing.
Yeah, and I have seen people offer her, or tell her about the financial aid that you can get to get a lawyer or help you with a lawyer, whatever that may be. Legal aid, I'm sorry, not financial aid. And she says that is not available in her state, which is a complete lie. It's available in every state.
Yes, it is.
That would
Exactly, Nana. She doesn't want free. She wants the money.
Legal aid, yes.
Exactly, make a girl. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I mean, just like that are, untrue, because we know she's been doing this for how long?
Over 2 years now.
Yeah.
Well, Peekaboo actually is possibly from her area, and she said that she's been doing it since 2017, and people only know about her.
Yeah, you're correct, Auburn. That's what gets me. Is there's people out there that can work and cannot. The people that can't, because of health reasons or people angry, like. I wish I could go back to work, but I can't though, because of my medical issue, and it irritates me. So people are just lazy, and pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't believe that she actually wants to have to work for anything. She wants a man to take care of her. So if
God,
there's
no.
any of you gentlemen down there, she might be your girl.
I'll send her my soon-to-be ex-husband's number.
There you go. Give Send Go. I'm not really sure what that is. Is that like a GoFundMe? Oh, I'm sorry, Demand Justice.
Yes, demand justice, me too, and I'm going through it, and I'm almost done. 78 more days.
Yeah, you've been going through it though.
Well,
yeah.
a year and a half. And let me tell you, it's not easy.
Yeah. Well, send all y'all prayers. I mean, it's a devastating disease for sure.
It is. It's very, and not only once I ring that bell, I'll still have to do like more testing and whatnot, but I'll still have like PTSD from it because of what we went through. I mean, being in the hospital 8 times within 2.5 months and then ICU and, them giving me way too much chemo. I mean, my new oncologist is like, I'm surprised that you're here because you were the amount of chemo that they were giving me almost put me, like in the ground. And they said because they were looking at my past records and she's like, you are a walking miracle right now because you should not be here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be hard to hear.
Yeah. So like every time I go there, it's like, okay, what are they going to find? Else like that. So I go every 3 weeks and let me tell you, I don't sleep the night before and I get really irritated during treatment week because you don't know what the unknown is.
Right, for sure. Yeah, I've never been through it. I've, of course, have family members that have, but I've never.
Yeah. It's, for me, it was an eye-opener, but that's why, like, when I see all these scammers on here, faking cancer or whatnot, that pisses me off. And yes, I'm blocked on my main account because I have a mouth. And I get blocked because I chew their ass out.
I mean, it's diabolical, right?
Yeah.
To say that you have that for financial gain when there's people actually, passing away from that every week. How are you?
Yep. And not only that is you have to fight with the damn insurance companies too, because, they don't want to approve, one of your treatments or whatnot to keep you alive. I mean, there's times I've literally got on the phone with the insurance company, chewing their ass out, be like, what you guys are not doctors. I mean, I have no mouth when it comes to that. So.
Yeah, I agree. Faking cancer is diabolical.
It is.
I mean, yep. I would not want to be, them when their karma comes back at them.
Exactly. And even it's hard for me because I would not have the support being at any appointments or treatment or anything else like that. I miss out on that. So that is my biggest leap right there.
Yeah.
And yes, I am my own advocate and I don't have a filter. So, but he doesn't understand that. But do I dwell on it? No. Because I don't want people to see me cry. Like at the cancer center, but oh, why is she crying? So yeah. Justice.
I couldn't imagine that at all.
The only person that has been there from day one is my oldest bonus daughter.
Well, I'm glad that you have some support.
Yes. Then I have like support on here, but it's not the same because when I come home for treatment, it'd be nice to have somebody, be like, hey, how was it? But no, it's not that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Imagine trying to go through that alone.
It's, and people don't realize that though, because there's a lot of people out there that don't have no help, and they need more support groups, for it. So, but thanks for letting me come up.
Absolutely.
And Sandy, I try to be. It's hard at days. It's the new treatment. I sleep a lot. So, and that's my body's saying, you are running too much. You need rest. But I try not to be, running a lot because I need my rest for treatment next week though. So.
Well, we're all praying for you and thinking about you.
Thank you. And I appreciate it, guys. It's hard, And peekaboo, I totally agree with that statement right there. But I just wish other people wouldn't fake any type of illness, cancer or whatnot, just to get monetary gain off of it.
Yeah, I don't understand how people can live with themselves. So many thousands, and to say that you have that and that you've been fighting for all these things that people are actually going through is sickening. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know how anybody can live with themselves, saying that. I really don't.
Thank you, Sunshine. And it's not just, illnesses, because I know people, they, say that they were a DV or whatnot, but then come to find out they're not. That's another one that irritates me too. Why lie just to get your way? That's not cool.
I think putting yourself in somebody's shoes that is fighting for their life every single day, and saying that you have cancer and you've been through all of this and the treatments and you're fighting to look at people on the internet that's actually fighting for their lives and you're asking them for money is probably one of the lowest things that you could ever do.
And then this is another thing is, I had a friend. I've known her for about 10, 15 years. And when we found out, I got diagnosed, she was like, I'm going to do this for you, do a benefit. I'm going to GoFundMe. And I said no, because that's not who I am. And she's like, please just let me help. I'm like, okay. So I gave her the go ahead, then she backed out. The GoFundMe. She took the money and ran. I was very close to getting a lawyer involved, but I didn't. I made one phone call to the police department and they got the money back. So you don't know if the GoFundMe is going to be for yourself or for somebody else that can take the money and run. Did I need that money? No. But it helped because I drive 3.5 hours for good, care.
Right.
But you don't know who's all behind that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I can't believe that they took the money. That's so
No, Cleva, she actually moved like 8 to 10 hours away from me. So, yeah. So that's why, like I say, when people say, oh, well, let me do a GoFundMe, I would say no to anybody because you don't know what's going to happen.
I'm just glad that you're nearing the end and you're getting stronger and better. Because you have been fighting this for a very long time. I remember.
Yep. No, even though once I ring the bell, I have 8 weeks later to do. And not only that is, no, even though once I ring the bell, I have 8 weeks later to do my surgery, but still, I still have to do a lot of tests. But that's one thing people don't understand. Once you ring that bell, you still have to go back for more testing. So it's, it's just, Bill, you still have to go back for more testing. So it's, it's just, I just wish people would understand what goes on in other people's minds, but they don't.
And they don't care. That's the cold, hard truth. They really don't care. And they don't care. That's the cold, hard truth. They really don't care. Because it's not them.
Yep. And that's why, I come into the awareness lives to watch, what's going on. And I will say something, but other than that, I just sit back and I'm like, how can people do this? But
I'm just really glad that you're in our community because we adore you.
Thank you.
You've been around for a long time.
Thank you. And I appreciate all you guys 100%. And remember, I love you to death, dear. I got some pictures to send to you.
Oh, awesome. I'm ready to see them.
Do you mean send them here or on IG?
IG's
To send to you.
Oh, awesome. I'm ready to see them.
Do you mean send them here or on IG?
IG's better.
Okay. I'll send them to your IG. It's of the grandkids, so.
Oh.
But thank you guys for letting me come up, and sorry about rambling about, the whole thing, but awareness, that's what I go for. And it's not just for cancer, it's for everything, because you don't know what's going to happen. So, know what's going to happen. So.
Well, we appreciate you and all of your support, and
You're very welcome.
For coming up in our box.
And I will get that one video to you by Monday.
Perfect. Yes. I know you sent me a message and I just haven't had time to reply, but I will after the live.
That's fine. I will get it to you by Monday. And thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. And I'll be in the chat.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your evening.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your evening.
You too.
Boy, the trolls are trolling tonight, aren't they?
They really are, and they've got some vile usernames and some vile things that they're coming in saying.
I seen that, dang.
Names and some vile things that they're coming in saying.
I seen that, dang. Does anybody have any more questions, comments, concerns? Because with that being said, I may just reset and come back and just have some chit chat. With that being said, I may just reset and come back and just have some chit chat, just hang out a bit. We don't really get to do that and just talk about anything.
Sounds good.
So if anybody wants to come back, I will probably end and then reset. I'm sorry. Reset. I'm sorry. So I will see y'all in just a little bit. Thanks everybody for coming in tonight. So I will see y'all in just a little bit. Thanks everybody for coming in tonight. Don't forget to repost and share the videos. You do? Come on up, sunshine. Make sure you repost the awareness. Make sure you repost the awareness of videos. It really helps out. It pushes them out. More people see them. Sunshine, are you requesting?
D-Nice, I know you ain't